Hello, blonde bombshellers. It's rather late at night, but I promised you a video sometime during this vacation, and this is my night away from my workout. Hello, Peanut. So I'm taking a night here to talk with you a little bit. We're going to revisit some things. We're going to talk about my grandma's health. We're going to talk about where I've been tonight and why I look so darn tootin' good. We're not going to talk about where the microphone is because it's missing. So I have a flashlight, but it's okay. First and foremost, how was the birthday holiday? Disappointing. I always prepare it better 10 times in my mind than what it actually is. One of these days I'll learn to stop expecting so much. I just thought with it being a milestone birthday, even though I said no surprise, I thought that there would have been more of a surprise. Let down, yes. But life is what it is, and I didn't get to see Dylan Scott. A lot of things didn't happen that I thought would happen. That's that. My grandma is doing so well that Thursday they asked her to, the doctor officially released her from Mattoon Healthcare Rehab. But she didn't want to go home until Tuesday, so she's staying till Tuesday. Tonight she had an excursion. We went out and got to go to the Windsor Harvest Picnic, which was great for her. Was not too thrilled with Bill not announcing Grandma and Grandpa's anniversary on stage. I talked to Lee, his road manager, and had a little chit chat, and I thought, he heard everything and he was going to pass the message along. Never happened. I know that you can get in a rush and things happen and life happens, but in any kind of business where you're trying to get ahead in business, you got to make that person, which is your employer, it's because to me, if I was in the music business, even if I wasn't feeling good, even if my personal life was bad, as horrible as it could be, you have to take time out for the people that got you there. And to me, tonight I felt rushed when we got to the meet and greet. I felt like we didn't get that one-on-one time, and he wasn't really listening to us. Again, I know that you're all in a hurry and you have places to go and people to see, but my grandfather has known Bill for a long time, and I just feel like that he was majorly let down tonight, and that bothers me. But I'm glad that my grandma and my grandpa got to go together. I think that's wonderful. I'm going to take a couple blonde bombshell belief questions and then probably sign off tonight. I don't see me singing. I know I usually sing when it's my night off. I know I said not, but never say never. I always believe in the impossible. I may sing one song after this. Let's do your questions quickly. The first question. Dear Bombshell, it's kind of an off-the-wall question. Let me read it here again. I've got to read it again. Okay. Dear Bombshell, my husband is very bossy. Is there a way that I can make him listen to my concerns and know my heart's desires without making him feel like I'm being bossy? It's a whole communication breakdown thing. If you two ain't listening to each other, then it's just not going to work out. You've got to take time to make the effort to make each other feel like you're loved and you're wanted, and that then when it's a two-way street, not a one-way street, it'll work. Dear Bombshell, whew. Recently, you have cut a few people out. No, I'm reading that wrong. Let me read this again. I'm sorry I'm taking up your time. Dear Bombshell, recently... Okay, I'm reading it wrong. Recently, I got to spend some time with this amazing man. We went on 2 dates, and we're anxious to go on a third. However, he brought up the subject of marriage and children on date 3. Is it too soon? And should I slow him down and say, hey, we need to be dating for a longer period of time? Or should I go ahead and humor him and talk about getting married? I don't want anyone to lead anyone on, and I don't want to lead them on the wrong path. I think that if you have feelings for someone and you've been on more than one date, definitely, this requires 2 people, not one, to sit down and talk about your feelings, your wants, your needs, and where the relationship is headed. You don't want to have one person thinking, oh, we're had a great relationship, and meanwhile you're out dating whoever. It may be the best friend, maybe the best friend's wife, maybe, Joe Blow down the corner that knows the person you're with and is doing it out of revenge or out of spite to make them feel like they're not worth anything. And I just would say take time and effort to really make that person that you're in a relationship with feel like they are worth your time and your effort. I read a great thing the other day that said, when you're in a relationship and time passes, don't let the time pass you by. Now, to me, what that means is, over time, yes, you just take for granted that person will always be there, or that person will always feel the same way. But if you don't bring romance into that relationship every single time that you get the chance, you're not going to have a relationship. Plain and simple. So I hope that answers your questions tonight. I know it's not too many. We're going to sing one song. I haven't decided what song because I didn't really want to sing. And then after that, I'm going to go watch a movie since it's my night off of my workout. And I have no idea what I'll watch, but I'm going to watch a movie.